How's it going, everybody? World Money Wins here. I stopped by West Michigan Jewelry Exchange yesterday. I had to go to Best Buy across town to get a new printer for the office. And I figured I'd stop by there and see what they had. This is where they're at. He had some good stuff. I talked to him a little bit, and he said he's having more. He's having both buyers and sellers right now, a lot of them, and so that's good for business. I stopped by another shop called Jerry's Coins, and he didn't have much, and he said he's had mainly sellers. So interesting. So I'll show you what I got. I ended up getting 10 ounces of silver. If I would have brought more money, I would have got more. But I have to tag silver and cigars for this video because I found a buffalo that I don't know if he's got yet. I know he's compiling information on the silver buffaloes, but I can't remember if in his video detailing all the buffaloes if he had one of these. And this flips like a coin. 2013 buffalo. So I don't know who made this. I don't see any maker's marks on there. It's got like a polished finish. Interesting. So I figured I'd pick it up mainly just to show for silver and cigars. I'll put a link to his video on 39 different 1-ounce silver buffaloes that he made. Really cool video. So all the silver I bought was $32 an ounce, so it was about $2 over spot, which is a good deal. I mean, comparatively, I guess you could find stuff cheaper, but for vintage and unique stuff, I think it was a good price. So I found this Titanic. So he had several of these. Maiden voyage, April 10th, 1912. Sunk April 15th, 1912. And I don't see a maker's mark on this either. So if you guys know who made this, I'd be interested to find that out. I did get a couple silver trade units. I am kind of collecting trade units just to, I don't know, just to compile them, catalog them. He had a bunch of these Universado trade units. He had tons of these. 1972. And so this will go in the trade unit pile. These seem to be pretty common in my area. Another trade unit I got is this one, this Eagle. This one might be a good candidate for the dip ski because it's so cloudy. And this is, what's it say on there? Formerly stocked at the USSA office, San Francisco, 1981. And I always like to point out, it's kind of ironic that this was from when the United States used to hold silver as a strategic metal. And these were minted from that strategic metal and sold to everybody else. And now we hold it as a strategic metal. Kind of ironic that the government didn't have the foresight to see this as a strategic metal, but you and I do. Another one, he had tons of these, so I'm just grabbing. There was so many that I just had to grab one example of each. The Worldwide Mint from 1981. It's got a proof-like background. These things are super cool. I think I have one or two more of these, but he had a bunch of them. So if you're ever around Grand Rapids, stop by there. He's got a ton of vintage stuff. Normally he doesn't have that much vintage, but he wants to concentrate more on bullion. So he said all his other projects, it was mainly jewelry, but now he's kind of going for more bullion. And I asked, how much do you buy the stuff back for? And he's like, $1.50-ish. So he's not like totally lowballing everybody. But I saw this cool truck. It says something underneath the grill on that I can't make out. It looks like it says Dodge, but it's just a bunch of zeros. This is a Silvertown. This one isn't vintage, I don't think. This is probably something that's currently available. Had to turn off my noise machine here. That was pretty cool. And then I got this thing that's toned up super cool. Northwest Territorial Mint. This one's not super vintage, but this company isn't around anymore, so it kind of falls into the vintage category. This one I'll just put in a capsule and... Alright, actually this one I don't think I will. I'm going to try and save the capsules for real older stuff. That's what I got these things out here. I've got a bunch of these bar boxes, so I need to... These I'll just use for regular... I probably need to get something like this for... I don't think these... Yeah, these don't fit in here because they're too wide. So it'd be nice to have a bar box that's designed for the standard size bars. And this is just generic stuff I've bought. There probably is a bar box I can get because these take up more space than if they were all sandwiched on top of each other. So these ones can go in here. And this is all just random generic stuff that doesn't have much of a premium. I've got some more to show you also here. I got 3 more pieces. I just wanted to check and see what's in this box here. This one's got kind of some more unusual stuff. This one is probably in here because it doesn't fit into a capsule. This is a Metal Arts bar. This is kind of a popular design. Yeah, hey, that's a vintage one. I should probably put that in a capsule and put it in the guardhouse box. I got like the new Pamp Swiss ones in here. Golden State Mint. Nothing too spectacular. But anyway, back to what I picked up. Next thing I got is a commemorative Krugerrand. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know why it's in a capsule because this is looks like it's been carried in people's pockets. This was made before they started making the silver Krugerrand bullion coins. I think they started the Krugerrands in 2018. So this is just a commemorative of the gold Krugerrand in silver form. This is from 1983. They started in 1967 with the gold Krugerrand. And this is the anniversary of that. I've got one other of these. I can't remember where I put it. It's probably just in a random round box. But one thing about the Krugerrands is I remember my uncle back in the, I think it was the late 70s or early 80s, maybe around 81, 82. He had stacks of gold Krugerrands on his desk. He used to melt them down and make jewelry out of Krugerrands. He had piles of them. He was a very wealthy fellow. And then the last 2 pieces I got were these 2 Perth Mint coin bars. So these are actually coins, even though they're in bar form. This is the 2021. You can see the Australia 1 ounce 3/9 fine. It doesn't show up as well as the Elizabeth in the year and the denomination $1 underneath Elizabeth. But you buy these for the design. These hold a good premium. It's kind of nice that I bought this bar box, and this has got other ones in there. So here's the 2021, and I also got the 2022. I think I have both of these years already. But they're in nice shape. If I can get it out. This one's in like new shape. Really nice condition on this. So I guess I've got a challenge for myself to fill a box. So I did have the 2022 already. I've got 3 of the 2022s. Now I've got 4. I've got a 2023, 3 of the 2023s. So I got 4 of the 2022, 3 of the 2023s, and 1 2021. It's starting to tone up a little bit. It's getting a little bit dark. I don't know if it shows up very well. So whenever I find these, I'll just add them to the bar box. These ones are kind of tight fit in here. So that's always, I always recommend buying an empty tube, and then you can just fill it slowly at your own leisure. As long as you're buying something, doing something with your money and moving it around. And then I've got several of these. These are called Sure Safe. Let me see if I can see. That's going to be hard to show. It says airtight holders, patent pending, Sure-Safe. You can buy these bar holders super cheap, like on eBay, probably on Amazon as well. There's another vintage trade unit right there. So I'm super disorganized. But anyway, that's my pickups from West Michigan Jewelry Exchange. He had a bunch of stuff in there. He had the rummage through the bins was pretty well stocked. So that was nice. He said he's going to concentrate a little bit more on the bullion side. And one thing he did say also is he likes the bullion side because he knows exactly where his money is. He can look at his money every single day. And I thought that was kind of cool. That dude is a stacker at heart. He's got some secret stuff in the back room too that he doesn't take out for sale. He's a vintage collector as well, but not like me, just going for the cheap vintage. He's got like rare Engelhard stuff, but I don't think he's going to sell that unless you really want to pay up for it. Anyway, let me know if you know anything about these things. Mainly this Titanic and this here, this 2013 Buffalo that I've never seen before. And I don't know who made this Titanic one. Anyway, that's it. I'm tired, need more coffee, and then start my day. I hope you guys are having an awesome day and you're doing something, not just sitting on your hands. Talk to you.